Hello, Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez-Williams, and I am going to try, I'm not going to try, I'm making, sorry, I'm not trying it. I'm making my, my paprika ginger sausage and veggie, stewed veggies, or stewed sausage and veggies. I'm going to get this going, and I am going to, this has what I'm going to tell you. Sorry. Thumbs up, hearts, share this video. Tell me where you're watching from. We are in Lisbon, Portugal still. And it is late again, but it's okay. We have, this was an easy fix in terms of just prep, is just cutting it up. So I have a half a cabbage, a head of cabbage. I have a large zucchini chopped into chunks. And I have 2 large Roma tomatoes. And then I have about a pound of, it's kind of like calabasa sausage is what it looks like in terms of, I don't know exactly, but they were like this, and there were 4 of them. In this, I'm going to add a tablespoon of olive oil. Whoop. A tablespoon of olive oil. And I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of water. And I want to get this mixed, all these things mixed together, because the tomatoes are really going to help stew, add more liquid and stew everything and get everything soft. So normally if you have a really big pot or pan, then I would use that instead of doing these separate. Although you could actually, this one you actually could do separate, because you're gonna get the sausage cooking separate with the garlic and the oil, and then adding it to this. So this could be an okay thing to do it separate. You could do it together, either way. Let me get this moving, meaning like everything together, and then we're gonna add spices to it all. And I cut the cabbage this time in chunks. All right, there we go. Now, to my sausages, I'm going to add a tablespoon of olive oil. You can use avocado oil or coconut oil as well. You don't have to use olive oil. That's what's most common here in terms of the oils. So, and it's a healthy oil. And I'm gonna mix these, or get this oil kind of moving around, and then I'm going to add some garlic as well to here. So let me turn this burner, or light this burner. All right, get those cooking, and then I have 3 cloves of garlic. So I have like 2 big ones and then 2 small ones, but 3 cloves basically of garlic that I'm pressing. And there's 1. Tell me where you're watching from. Thumbs up, hearts, share this video. We had a really great day again. We went to an amazing quake museum. It's like an earthquake museum, and it was based in the Lisbon earthquake that happened in 1755 that completely ruined the city. Had a tsunami that followed it, and we got to feel what earthquakes feel like. We got to have a lot of questions arise after the fact, and we also just learned a good amount. It was less learning about earthquakes and more learning about the result of earthquakes, or how that affected Lisbon, and then how that we also saw a Japan earthquake, where that's the one that we learned about a little bit, and then we experienced a little bit of the San Francisco earthquake, and it was all very like had used your senses. You experienced a lot with your senses in this museum. It was very well done. All right, so I have the garlic in now with the sausage. And the sausage, I think this sausage is not cooked, so I'm going to cook this sausage. If you have like a calabasas uncured, preferably sausage that isn't cooked or is cooked, then you can just be like browning it with the oil and the garlic. And now we're gonna add our spices, and if you need to add, if the water, this I think is gonna be fine. I just wanna make sure it doesn't start burning. If you need to add a little bit more water, you can. So we're gonna start with a half a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm glad I opened it on top of here. Half a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm gonna put a little bit over here, because I think normally I would do this all together. Although I do like browning, like sauteing the garlic with it. And then we're going to add a 3/4 of a teaspoon of ginger powder. If you like ginger, put like it in the comments. All right, let me see where this 3/4 is. This is a half. So maybe the half first. And then 1/4. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of paprika. So we actually we are coming home on Monday night. So 1 teaspoon of paprika. We're coming home on Monday night from our month-long trip in Europe. So I will be back to Eastern Standard Time. 1 teaspoon of paprika, and then 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And you can do to taste after that. I almost always am adding extra salt, because it's not like table salt, it's like actual electrolyte that your body needs. And when you eat this way, it's important to replace and get enough electrolytes. And you're not eating processed foods. And sodium is a really, not iodized salt, but sodium is a really important electrolyte for your body. Ooh, it's smelling good. So good. All right, now all we've got to do is make sure that my, you can't even see my sausages. Make sure that my sausages get cooked, and then once they're cooked, I'm going to add them into the mix of the veggies. And I cut them into quarters, like half and then half and half, those halves, to give more bites of protein in every bite with the veggies. All right, that's it. That's the recipe. So now it's just a matter of letting it saute and stew. And then once it's all soft, especially the cabbage, then it's ready to be served. And the sausage is cooked if it's not already cooked. Then it's ready to be served. So enjoy your evening or your afternoon, wherever you're at. Tell me where you're watching from. Thumbs up, hearts, share this video. And we are in Lisbon, Portugal, and at this World School pop-up. And ketones have made it possible for me to do lots of things while we're here. And they are on extra new customer, new partner promotions. So if you have any interest in them, send me a message. I'd love to share more about our promotions that are going on. Free shaker bottle opportunity, free resource for fast tracking your health, and also a huge discount. So, and that's just for customers. Partners also have amazing benefits. So let me know or put info in the comments, and I will send you information, or send me a message directly. Have a wonderful evening from our house where we're staying here Lisbon, Portugal to your kitchen. Global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye!